What's up, everybody? I am back. It's Wednesday, and there's a new DIMASH video. I was sort of looking around trying to figure out what I was going to do today, and this popped up, so this is what we're doing. The song's called Grateful to Fate. It is a mood video, so I believe it's not a live action video. I haven't listened to it yet. It's only been up for about an hour, so we'll get into it. Before I do a couple things, please bear in mind, I'm not a vocal coach. I'm not a music teacher. I enjoy music, all right? This is a vibes-based channel. So just please don't expect me to be digging really too into the details. And don't be a dick. I try to be really thoughtful when I do these. Again, my expertise may not be there, but I do try to give it some thought. And I would appreciate it if we could just keep the comments respectful. With that out of the way, let's get into it. This is Grateful to Fate by DIMASH QUDAIBERGEN. I do have my coffee, by the way. Oh, it is live action.
Тағдыр сені маған сыйға тартқанда құйтай жүрек шіркін тамыр тапқан ба бірге барып бас иейік екеуміз шолпан жұлдыз атып келе жатқанда сендім саған сенемімді қолатпа сүйдім сені өтінем мені жалатпа тағдырым шатастырып есімді қателесіп тек кешірім соратпа басқа сыйлық сұрамаймын өмірден адал жар бол сүйер мөлдір көңілмен білмейсің ғой сағынғанда мен сені ұзақ түннің таңында әзер көз ілгем сенем саған сенемімді қолатпа сүйдім сені өтінем мені жалатпа тағдырым шатастырып есімді қателесіп тек кешірім соратпа сенің көзің тұнық маған гүлдейін сол айдында аққуын боп көлбейін менің мөлдір болағым-ау шәрбәтті сен қасымда болсаң неге шөлдейін сендім саған seni bende ağlatma. Süydüm seni ötnimine şalatma. O takdırım şad astırıp yesimden Katilesip dikişirip soratma.
All right. So, my initial thoughts about what this video was going to be, I was expecting like a slideshow or an animated video, right? It says mood video. I like the way this was shot. This is a cool, it's a cool way to do it, I think. Background looks nice. You know, it's the fall. You've got the leaves changing. You got leaves on the ground. You got the umbrella and the sweet jacket. It's very stylish. And, you know, it's pretty much a... it's not a stationary shot, right? But there's not much changing in the video. But it doesn't have to. The point is sort of just to give you a vibe, right? And the vibe is I'm outside and it's starting to get cold. It's starting to get cold in real life. Like I got this big old sweatshirt on. It's supposed to make you start to feel those feelings a little bit. So I like that. Again, not a lot to say about the video itself because there wasn't a lot to do in the video itself, but I think this was effective. I have said this before, so lest I repeat myself. I like DIMASH's voice, which obviously, right? I like it more when he is leaning into it, right? When he is projecting. Now, I appreciate the first verse or two, that soft, more tremulous sort of approach and vocalization is tough to do with control. So as far as it goes technically, it's impressive. If you've ever tried to like sing something really quietly kind of under your breath because maybe you don't want people around you to hear you singing, it's hard to hit those notes accurately because a lot of it you kind of need to project a little bit. So that's very impressive. At the same time, I prefer when I can hear him really lean into the voice because I think it's so unique and so such high quality. I want to hear you, projecting. I want to hear as you're going up through the register. I want to hear those notes continue to come out with some power because that is difficult on the other side, right? As you go higher and higher, as you are projecting more and more, you start to run into control issues. So, and it just, to me, it's just more punchy, right? And I say that a lot. I think I say punchy specifically a lot in a lot of videos, but it communicates what I want, I think, pretty effectively. I want the music to grab me, Not every song, not every artist do I want that, but when there's a vocalist of this kind of quality, which is pretty rare, people will be in the comments telling me there's no one like him. That may be true. I haven't listened to every gifted vocalist in the world, so I'm not willing to say there's nobody like him. But I am willing to say he is extraordinarily gifted and rare in his abilities, his range, and his control. And I don't want him to sing a normal pop song really well, right? Like I know that they don't have to auto-tune him. I know they don't have to fix it in post, whatever. But I want to hear what makes that voice special as opposed to just hear him executing something that everybody else does, just better. Like, I'm a basketball fan, okay? I want to see the guys who are 6'10" and can dunk from the free throw line. I don't want to see them make a layup better than somebody else that can make a layup, right? you know the talent is there, you know the ability is there, you know the specialness is there, you can see it, and you can tell they're doing it better than the other people around them. But it's that elevation of nobody else does this, right? This is something that you guys, you can't imitate it. That's what I want to see when you have a virtuoso. And again, it doesn't have to be every song, it doesn't have to be every verse, and it develops on this one. The projection builds, the volume builds throughout the song, and he starts really kind of belting it towards the end, which again, it doesn't always have to be like that, but I want to see it. I want to feel it every song. Every time he puts something out, I want to feel that moment of like, all right, this is different. Nobody else does this. Anyway, I understand, people may disagree with me on that. And there are people who are just totally blown away by everything he does every time. And that's fine. Like, if this speaks to you, every single thing he does, every vocalization, if it all speaks to you and moves you, that's awesome. Like, that is fantastic for you. I am trying to be objective when I do these videos, right? I'm trying to think about this in comparison to everything else I've heard, and I have listened to a lot of music. I've heard a lot of good vocalists. So I want to be blown away, right? That's what I want, and I regularly am, but not every time. This one is a very pleasant song, and it does develop at the end, and there are some technical aspects of it that are very impressive. He wasn't really stretching his register much. This was all very sort of alto, tenor alto, baritone, which it sounded great, but you don't get that sense of where he can drop down to, or the upper limits of his register. And actually, there wasn't a lot of vocalization at all. Usually he throws in some vocalizations. This was pretty much straight. This was a straight ballad, and that's cool. I mean, again, that's probably what we were going for. Well executed. It's a good ballad. And I'm sure if I was able to listen to it in the original, like if I was able to understand the poetic language in what I assume is Russian, it could be Kazakh, but I'm going to assume that's Russian. If I could internalize that in the original language, the lyrics would probably move me more. It's very poetic and it's beautiful, but it does lose something in the translation, at least for me. I think that's it. I really did like this. I feel like I tried to explain why I am sometimes not just gushing. Hopefully that came across. Hopefully that's people see that as fairly reasonable. I'm certainly not trying to come down negatively on him as an artist or on this song. I did like the song. I thought it was a good song. But I just standards, right? I'm trying to not just be a blind enthusiast. I want to actually listen to this stuff and try to find what's good and what speaks to me. That'll wrap it up though for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other. Drink lots of water, and don't talk to cops.